Hey everyone, this is Lisa and Nancy, and today we are at Palisade Basecamp, and it is a base camp. You are at an RV resort, but you can also kind of cabin camp. I'm going to call it cabin camping.
Well, that's okay.
That's okay, yeah. And we're sitting with Nick. Nick, you are the manager of Palisade Basecamp, right?
That's right.
Okay, so how many spots are there? And tell everybody when we talk about being in like a mountain setting, is that a mountain or is it a butte, or is it a cliff?
It's a mesa.
Oh,
It's a mesa.
I didn't even have that right. So, well, Grand Mesa's on the other side of that.
Well, this is the foothills of the Grand Mesa,
Okay.
and the Grand Mesa is the largest flat-top mountain in the world.
And that's what we're driving tomorrow. The whole
Cool.
thing. That's
Yeah,
going to be
very
cool.
cool.
How high do we go up?
You'll get as high as 10,000 feet.
Uh-oh. Okay, not one of those. And then we have to do Monarch Pass after that, too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, but this is like the coolest setting because you're surrounded by, I mean, this is like the epitome of Southwest, right, when you look at this. You camp at the foothills, but just a few steps is the Colorado River.
Yeah, right, and we've got 100 spaces here on
Okay.
the Colorado River, right in between the Book Cliff Range and the Grand Mesa. Our property is composed of RV sites, tent sites, and cabins. We also have some electric-only van sites, and people love it. We've been super popular. Last year was our first full year of operations.
Oh, so you're that new.
We're very young and
Because
growing.
everything's new and clelean.
Yeah, that's for
It's
sure.
clean here, and
it is.
And this is the funny thing when people say, "Oh, where are you going next?" Well, we're going to go stay at base camp. You're known as base camp, and they're like, "You've got to go to the bathroom there." I'm like, "I'm sure I will."
I love it.
People you're known for your
You're known for
bathroom,
the bathroom.
the
It's so
bathroom, the
funny.
grand bathroom, and it is clean and it's spacious, and so that's a big
beautiful
deal.
in there.
Well, we're really proud of it, and we're really happy to be able to share this
Yeah.
experience with other people.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the bathroom.
Well, that too. You know, it's all the details that matter.
The bathroom. So, with the Colorado River being right down here, can people, if they're, traveling with their boat or whatever, go and just launch right from here?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a beach with about 1,000 feet of river frontage here at Base Camp, and some folks will use us as a takeout. You can drive or walk a mile and a half up and put in your tube and just come down to our beach, and some other folks will use us as a put-in, and
What's
you know,
that?
they'll launch their
Okay.
watercraft from
Put it in the
from
water?
our, yeah, right.
I don't, you don't want me driving a boat or an RV, so I'm glad you have the cabins and cottages, right?
Well, there's no steering wheel on an inner tube.
Yeah, but that part's fine.
Yeah,
Can we
well-
take our cooler with us, right?
Oh, no.
All right.
Yeah,
Now,
a lot of people are accessing the river from our property, yeah.
what about the bicycle thing here? Because I see two things happening with bicycles. Three. One is there's pedicabbing around between wineries. The other one is cyclists cycling the fruit and wine byway. So they're just pedaling, sipping, and pedaling, sometimes falling down. But then there's a mountain biking thing going on. Tell us a little bit about that, because I can imagine a lot of them are staying here.
Yeah, so this is some of the best riding in the world. Speaking about the pedicab, we've got a fantastic taxi shuttle that happens on the back of a bicycle. It's sort of like a rickshaw.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Yeah.
So people are accessing the local other businesses, wineries, and things like
Even the
that via
downtown.
that service. And downtown.
Yeah, the
right.
downtown's cute, man. It's awesome with all the public art and just the
It's
history.
really pretty.
Yeah.
And a lot of folks are here to road ride, and they're riding the agricultural roads. They're not very heavily trafficked, which is ideal for somebody on a road bike.
Yeah.
And the wineries are so accessible that it's just a natural fit. Folks are riding. It's beautiful. They can stop and taste wine if they want to.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and then this is an up-and-coming mountain bike area. We've got a brand new single track trail. It's going to be 35 miles of downhill single track.
That's the plunge thing?
The Palisade Plunge,
Wow.
which is scheduled to be completed and open this year.
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
The trailhead at the bottom of the trail is a mile from our driveway, so we're really excited about that
Oh,
trail.
that's
That's
really
really good.
cool. So
Yeah.
does that help, in regards to people that come out to areas like this to mountain bike, that you are near Moab, so it's kind of like they could do both, stay here, and do you see this becoming a little Moab?
Well, I think it will be as popular with mountain bikers as a lot of the other trails in the area, particularly Fruta and also Moab. However, I think Moab has really exploded to become more of a tourist destination than Palisade will ever be able to become. We're just because of our size and because of our nature. When I say nature, I mean the makeup of the different land uses in the area and the capacities of Palisade. Palisade is really a little gem that that folks who find out about Palisade, they're going to be the lucky ones who get to experience it. And we, as a community, while we like to share what we have, our capacity is limited to the extent that I don't think we'll ever reach the sort of traffic situation that Moab has reached.
You don't really want to be all crowded.
No, we don't.
No,
We're
no,
really
it's
happy to
just-
be where
Yeah.
The way it is.
This is a
great.
very laid back, chilled out community. I mean, it's kind of like you go have your wine and move on to the next winery. Chit chat with people because everyone's super friendly. It's one of the friendliest communities.
Absolutely. That's
We should just put like it's all peachy here.
It's all
Uh-huh.
It's all peachy good. Well, that's the peaches are a big deal here.
Yes.
Right.
That's a big deal. So there's all the fruit orchards, and this year there's a freeze. I know we've covered this on the show, but which is sad because it really does affect the area economically, and people want the peaches, But there's the barn quilt tour that we're going to try and do today. It's go on the trail and photograph all the barn quilts. So that's something people could do on their bicycles too.
For sure.
Go check out the quilts. And are you going to put a barn quilt on this building or your registration?
Well, we don't have immediate plans to,
But I think
we
you
would
should.
certainly consider it.
Yeah, just to have an interview, and I'm like, you need a quilt.
Yeah,
you need a
I do.
quilt. So this land was actually a nursery. Is that why there's so many trees and flowers? And you've got that tree with the flowers up there that are what? Do you know what that is?
I can't tell you, no.
But it's beautiful. You know what I'm talking about? All those white flowers.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Maybe a dogwood.
I don't know.
Yeah, so this was
That could be.
an operating nursery for several decades.
Wow.
And the owners of Basecamp saw a need and a demand and an opportunity to develop a campground here for the community. We really bring in folks from our local area as much as folks from outside the local area. It's really been well received, and we're really excited about it.
Do you ever get, there's those people that can rent RVs and rent Airstreams, and you get a lot of those kind of people coming
I wouldn't
through?
say a lot, but we do
Okay.
get some. There are a few, yeah.
So, and then you've got people, you've got a lot of big rigs, so you can bring in, how big do those RVs get? Those are big out there.
Yeah, we've got 55-foot sites. Some of them are pull-throughs and some of them are back-ends.
Wow.
Do you want me to
everything's
explain that?
Yes, I understand that. I understand it. I get that, Nancy.
Okay.
Everything's a full hookup site, and so we can accommodate the newest rigs and to the most vintage rigs.
I think the Airstreams are cool.
Yeah.
There's that little one down there. You saw that little orange one with the flowers?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That is
cute.
awesome. That is like
That is really fun.
I like that. It's a flower-powered little RV thing.
Somebody spent a lot of energy to make it so cute.
I know. What, is it yours?
No.
No, it's like,
Yeah, it's a great rig.
I know. I'm like, when you open it up, I want to see inside.
Yeah.
I mean, do you ever get that, like, working here, just like as people come in, you're like, dude, I want to check that out. Like,
Yeah.
When people do that and paint them and do all...
And the RV community is all very, generally, I shouldn't say everybody all the time, but generally, people are really social, and if you show interest in the things that they're bringing or the things that they're doing, they generally want to bring you in and kind of share what they've got going with you.
Yeah. Now, do you have the groups? Like, 'cause I know there's like women's RV groups, and there's all kinds of like special interest groups that'll go together. Do you get that happening here?
We do. So many people are interested in coming and experiencing this area. We have calls every single day from rallies and family reunions and groups. People just want to come here and experience.
Sure. I know, like the two girls that we met yesterday when we were checking in and getting comfortable in our little cabin, they're all like, I want to see in the cabin. Because some people may come in a group, but then there may be family members that want more of the cabin experience than being in the RV with everybody. So that probably happens too?
Yeah, absolutely. Every weekend we've got groups of families who come in, and the younger families will be in tent area down on the riverside. They'll have the fire, and then maybe the grandparents will be either in an RV site or in a cabin, and everybody congregates together, and then they go to their own separate beds at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's cool. Now, we have to ask him the campfire question. You're going to go tenting right down there by the river, okay? It's cool. That is cool. That, to me, would be the best experience. We don't carry a tent, though, But you go get your tent, you're going to have a campfire. If you could invite anyone, alive or passed on, to go hang out at the campfire with you, who would it be? I know, right?
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln. Okay, that was quick. Well, okay.
And what would you ask him?
Well, Abraham Lincoln.
And you have to, we want to know the food thing too. Okay, the food setup.
What would we eat?
Yeah. What are you making?
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think you can make him cook.
Gotcha.
Okay, but why Abraham Lincoln?
Why Abraham Lincoln? Because my understanding is he's the greatest storyteller in the history of storytellers.
Wow.
Abraham Lincoln had such reputation for being able to captivate an audience and to be able to turn a tale.
Yeah.
That, who wouldn't want that around their campfire?
Yeah, cool.
That made him a good lawyer.
Yeah, well.
and a good politician, apparently.
Apparently. Oh, here she goes.
I have to say it. I read that he lied about going to law school. He didn't go to law school.
Funny.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, I'll
he did good. Talk about a good storyteller, right?
Yeah, right.
So there it is.
So he really was good at telling stories.
Well, I understand that in his time, a law degree was not necessary to be able to take the bar exam.
Yeah, he taught himself.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but he did tell people he went to law school. At least that's what they said in that book.
Okay.
Yeah,
but I wasn't there,
know.
so I don't really know.
The food question, gosh.
Yeah.
We probably have to go start to finish, right?
Yeah.
And what we would want to do is showcase everything that Palisade has to offer.
Oh, well done.
Right?
Well done.
So we would start with wine and appetizers.
Dude,
right?
wine.
Cheese, crackers, wine.
Any specific winery? And wine?
Well, I have been pleasantly surprised by the quality of all of the wines that I've tasted here.
Yeah.
I came from California wine country and have enough experience drinking good wine that I'm surprised when places that I've never heard of are making outstanding wine.
See, we said that this is like, I feel like it's like a little Napa sitting in here. But Paso Robles, it's Temecula. I kind of go to Temecula wines, to some of the varietals, but I think their wines here are exceptional. Like, we haven't had bad wine at all.
Right.
And I mean,
we had a lot, too.
Yes. So can't we just go? We've been really good. Yesterday we were very naughty.
Yes, we were.
Yes. This is all Christy's fault, right?
Yeah.
Ended up at Restoration Winery for 5 hours, but their interview was over an hour. No, it was all shared. And then we did a special tasting of the new Pinotage. That's a 2017 Pinotage.
That's very good.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
Because that was a whole other a lesson of tasting. But anyway, how about we get Mark the pedicab guy, right?
Okay.
to wheel you around to all the wineries, and you get one bottle from each winery, and you just have a massive tasting.
Wow. I don't know if we're going to make it to dinner.
Yeah, that's 30 wineries, right? Okay, so you got some wines. Okay, so Carrie, what else? Peaches?
Well, we'll save that for dessert.
I'm skipping to
maybe we put some peaches on some pork chops or something like that. You know, grill around the campfire.
With a little bourbon.
You know, us and Abe.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of bourbon from the
Distillery, right?
And then maybe we finish it up with peach cobbler. How's that sound?
That's good. That's good. So you would do that as a nice campfire grill, and see, I do the poikikos pot with South Africans. We used to. It's like a Dutch oven, and you put everything in it, like a big stew in there, and you put it under the ground. You could put it at the top of the fire, or they would do it underground normally.
And then put the fire on top.
And it stews all day long while you're drinking wine.
Then you try to dig it out. Like, where did I put that?
Awesome, and that's cool. So tell everybody your website.
It's PalisadeBasecamp.com.
All right, and when you're here, bring Nick a bottle of wine.
That's right.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.